When was the last time you felt she was really with you? Not just her body next to you, but her mind, her heart, her attention. You tell yourself everything's fine. She smiles. She laughs at her phone. You ask who she's talking to. She says, "Just a friend." And for a second, you believe her. Because that's what good men do. We trust. But deep down, something feels off. Her phone lights up more than her face does when she looks at you. Her laughter hits harder at a screen than it does at your jokes. And that gut feeling you keep ignoring, that's not paranoia. That's awareness, trying to save you. The truth is, modern betrayal doesn't wear lipstick or heels. It doesn't sneak out at midnight. It hides in plain sight, under just friends, just messages, and you're overthinking. It's emotional, digital, invisible, and it's happening while you're sitting right beside her, thinking everything's okay, because betrayal today doesn't begin in hotel rooms. It begins in private chats, inside hearts that have already left the relationship, while pretending to stay. So before you scroll away, ask yourself one question. If she hasn't left your arms, why does it already feel like she's gone? You used to think betrayal had a shape, a face, a moment you could point at and say, "There, that's when it happened." But not anymore. Betrayal used to smell like perfume on a shirt, or sound like a lie told too smoothly. Now it's invisible. It hides behind laughter, emojis, and screens that glow brighter than the connection between you. It's not physical anymore. It's emotional. And that makes it far more dangerous. Because what hurts most isn't that she slept with someone else. It's that she stopped choosing you long before that ever happened. You didn't lose her overnight. You lost her in pieces. Every unanswered text, every distracted glance, every "just a friend" she swore was harmless. Each one chipped away at the version of her who used to look at you like you were the center of her world. The modern woman doesn't need to cheat in a bed to cheat in her mind. She can betray you while sitting next to you on the couch, smiling at her phone while you're thinking and everything's fine. She can be in your arms and still drift 1,000 miles away emotionally. And when you ask what's wrong, she'll tell you you're imagining things. She'll tell you you're insecure, controlling, paranoid. But deep down, you know something's changed. You just can't prove it. That's what makes modern betrayal so brutal. There's no evidence, no lipstick, no hotel key, just silence, distance, disconnection. It's a slow fade that you can feel, but can't name. You start to realize she's not lying about where she's been. She's lying about where her mind goes. She doesn't sneak out anymore. She checks out. Her body stays, but her loyalty leaves. And by the time you notice, she's been gone for months. You see, loyalty used to mean something simple. To you, it means not sleeping with anyone else. To her, it means not feeling anything for anyone else. Until she does. That's how women justify emotional betrayal. As long as nothing physical happens, she convinces herself it doesn't count. She can pour her heart into another man, share her secrets, her thoughts, her frustrations, and still believe she's faithful. She hasn't crossed the line. She's just walking right up to it, testing how close she can get before anyone calls it what it is. And in this new world, she's become an expert at walking that line. The modern woman has mastered technical loyalty, physically faithful, emotionally reckless. Her heart is public property disguised as privacy. Her validation comes not from love, but attention. And attention today is a drug more addictive than anything you can touch. It's fast, endless, and free. All it takes is one message, one like, one laugh, and she feels seen again. She feels alive. Meanwhile, you're left wondering when she stopped looking at you the way she used to. The truth is, She didn't stop suddenly. She drifted. She let herself be seen by other men, one conversation at a time. The guy from work who just gets her. The old college friend who never forgot her birthday. The neighbor who checks in when you're too busy. None of them mean much on their own, but together they form an audience she performs for. A backup plan she swears doesn't exist. And here's where it gets dangerous. She tells you about them just enough so you don't accuse her of hiding anything. She names them casually. Mentions a text here, a joke there. It feels harmless, even transparent. But that's the trick. Transparency is the perfect disguise. She gives you fragments of truth, so you never look for the whole story. She tells you just enough to stay innocent. Just enough so that when your gut starts screaming, she can smile and say, "See, I told you everything." But you didn't get everything. You got the highlight reel. You got the filtered version, the one where the jokes are innocent, the messages are work-related, and the conversations don't mean anything. What she didn't tell you is how those conversations make her feel, how they remind her of who she used to be before the relationship, how they make her heart race again. She doesn't see it as betrayal. She sees it as harmless connection. But that's how emotional affairs begin, quietly, comfortably, invisibly. And it's not that she plans to leave. Most of them don't. What she wants is the feeling of being wanted. That rush of attention, that validation that tells her she still has options. It's intoxicating. She'll never admit it, but that's what keeps her checking her phone, checking her messages, checking her worth in the mirror of male attention. Each text is a tiny high. Each like is a microdose of approval. It's the new form of infidelity, emotional promiscuity dressed as empowerment. You start noticing the small things. The way she angles her phone away when you walk by. The way she smiles at the screen, then wipes it off her face the second you look. The way she replies too fast, too often, to someone who's just a coworker. It's subtle, but it's there. Every micro-betrayal adds up until one day you realize she doesn't talk to you anymore. She reports to you. Her laughter doesn't belong to you. Her thoughts don't include you. You're not her confidant anymore. You're just the man who shares her Wi-Fi. And still, she believes she's loyal. Because in her mind, she hasn't done anything wrong. Society told her it's fine. Culture told her it's normal. Men and women can be friends. You're being jealous. You're insecure. Every message you see as a threat, she sees as validation. Every boundary you try to protect, she sees as control. The more you try to pull her back, the more she slips away, until one day you're left talking to a version of her that doesn't exist anymore. That's the hidden cruelty of modern betrayal. It doesn't announce itself. It grows in the shadows of normal behavior. It thrives on plausibility. We're just coworkers. It's just a meme. It's just conversation. Each just is another cut, small enough to ignore, sharp enough to bleed you out slowly. Until one day you realize she's emotionally gone, and the woman sleeping next to you is a stranger wearing her face. And here's the part no one tells you. The betrayal didn't start with him. It started when she stopped seeing you as her safe place and started looking for someone else to listen. When she stopped telling you about her day because someone else already knew it. When her laughter became a performance instead of a bond. Betrayal doesn't always happen when she meets another man. It happens when she forgets what it meant to choose you every day. You keep asking yourself what you did wrong. Maybe nothing. Maybe you gave her stability in a world addicted to stimulation. Maybe you gave her loyalty in a culture obsessed with options. And that's the tragedy. You can be everything right and still lose her to attention. Because attention is infinite now, and loyalty is not. Modern betrayal doesn't break relationships overnight. It erodes them. Quietly. Efficiently. It's not the explosion you see coming. It's the slow leak you never fix. And by the time you finally realize it's happening, she's already checked out emotionally. Her heart belongs to the conversations you'll never hear, to the laughs you'll never understand, to the attention she'll never admit she needs. That's what most men don't see. Betrayal today isn't an act. It's a process. It's not about what she did last night. It's about what she's been doing every day for months without you noticing. She doesn't have to leave to be gone. And when she finally does, it won't feel sudden. It'll feel inevitable. Because she's been rehearsing it in her mind all along. If you've ever felt that distance but couldn't explain it, you're not crazy. You're waking up. Hit subscribe, stay sharp, and learn what really happens inside modern relationships. Because once you understand the game, you stop being played. The modern world gave her something deadly. Options. Infinite options. With every app, every message, every heart-shaped notification, she's reminded that attention is currency. And the more she gets, the richer she feels. You thought loyalty meant commitment. She was taught it means limitation. Social media turned relationships into performances. Every picture she posts is a signal. Every story is an open door. A selfie isn't just a photo. It's a marketing campaign for validation. She doesn't post for her friends. She posts for reactions. For men she'll claim not to notice. For that one comment that gives her the high she's been chasing. It's not cheating, she'll say. But you can feel it. Every like takes something from you. Every "you look amazing" is a tiny reminder that her value isn't measured by your love anymore, but by the attention of strangers. That's the new betrayal. Invisible, constant, disguised as confidence. She's not sneaking out to cheat. She's scrolling to feel alive. You see her body in your bed, but her heart is online. She's loyal to the algorithm now, and the algorithm rewards disloyalty. It feeds her attention for exposure, applause for temptation, validation for vanity. Every photo that shows a little more, every comment she leaves on a man's post, every ha-ha reply, it's all part of the same silent erosion. You might think you're safe because she tells you everything. Because she says, "I'd never hide anything from you." But that's the perfect cover. Real betrayal doesn't hide. It performs transparency. She'll mention that guy from work, that friend who makes her laugh, just enough so you don't suspect anything. But what she won't say is how often he crosses her mind, how often she imagines what it would be like if he were you. She's not cheating, she's comparing. Comparing you to men who exist online, in her DMs, in her imagination. Men who never make mistakes, never forget, never disappoint her. You're competing not against real men, but against fantasy. An endless highlight reel of male perfection that makes you look ordinary. You can't win that game because it isn't real. It's digital daydreaming disguised as empowerment. And the scary part? She doesn't think she's doing anything wrong. She's been told it's normal. It's just social media. It's harmless. But it's not harmless when her phone gets more of her attention than you do. When she laughs at a comment from another man, but rolls her eyes at your jokes. When she refreshes her notifications more often than she looks into your eyes. That's not harmless. That's death by distraction. What men don't realize is that emotional betrayal doesn't need a villain. It only needs distance. And technology is the perfect accomplice. It allows her to live two lives, one where she's your girlfriend and another where she's single in spirit. She gets to be desired without being accountable. She gets to flirt without consequence. She gets to test the market while pretending she's off it. That's the new kind of disloyalty. Technical fidelity. Emotional infidelity. There's a guy she texts about work who somehow knows about your fights. There's an old flame who just checks in sometimes. There's the gym trainer who motivates her. Each man is a safety net, not lovers yet, but placeholders, options in waiting, backup plans she keeps warm with just enough attention to make sure she's never alone if things fall apart. And when you ask why she talks to them, she'll call you insecure. She'll say, "You don't trust me." But trust isn't the issue. The issue is energy. The attention, emotion, and time that should be invested in you are being spread across a portfolio of possibilities. You're giving her loyalty. She's giving out samples of herself, pieces of her energy, her curiosity, her laughter, to every man who makes her feel validated. It's not physical cheating, but it's something deeper. It's betrayal by dilution. You're still her main dish, but she's been snacking all day. And this isn't just about one woman. It's cultural. Society has rebranded betrayal as empowerment. Sharing your life with another man's attention isn't disloyal anymore. It's freedom. Emotional boundaries aren't sacred. They're old-fashioned. Every movie, every influencer, every hashtag tells her she deserves to keep her options open, that she's not wrong for needing attention, and so she believes it. She doesn't see betrayal. She sees self-expression. Meanwhile, men are told to stay quiet, to trust her, to stop being controlling. So, you suppress your instincts, the ones that have kept men alive for thousands of years. You ignore the tightening in your chest when she hides her phone. You tell yourself you're overreacting when she mentions that male friend one too many times. You start believing that loyalty is old-fashioned too. And that's how betrayal wins. Not through action, but through redefinition. This is why so many men are blindsided. They never saw it coming because it didn't look like betrayal. It looked like independence. It looked like socializing. It looked like confidence. But it wasn't. It was disconnection. The slow, steady replacement of emotional intimacy with digital attention. The kind of betrayal that leaves no fingerprints, no evidence, just emptiness. You start noticing subtle shifts. She stops sending you pictures, but she posts them online. She stops talking to you about her dreams, but tells her friends everything. She stops fighting with you, not because things are good, but because she's too busy imagining another version of her life. She's not cheating yet. She's rehearsing, practicing being single while still being with you. And that's the most painful kind of loss, when you lose someone who's still right there. You see her every day. You touch her. You talk to her. But something in her has disconnected, and no amount of love can pull her back. Because you're not competing with one man anymore. You're competing with possibility. The possibility of better, newer, more exciting. She's constantly reminded she deserves more. Every scroll shows her another man who seems to do more, give more, love better. She sees curated perfection and starts resenting reality. Suddenly, your effort looks like failure. Your love feels routine, and the relationship that once grounded her now feels like a cage. So she begins to slip, emotionally first, mentally next, physically later. You'll notice she starts saying things like, "I just need space. I need to find myself." What she really means is, "I want to feel wanted again." And the cruel twist? She'll believe she's the victim. She'll rewrite history in her head to justify what's coming next. Every argument becomes proof that you didn't understand her. Every imperfection becomes an excuse for disloyalty. By the time she crosses the line, she'll convince herself it's your fault. Modern betrayal is psychological warfare. It's not about hiding an affair. It's about redefining it until you no longer know what loyalty even means. She'll tell you she loves you while building connections with others. She'll insist she's honest while curating half-truths. She'll say, "I'd never hurt you," as she flirts with attention like it's oxygen. And maybe that's the hardest truth for men to face today. She doesn't have to sleep with someone else to leave you. She just has to stop feeling like she needs you. Because in a world addicted to validation, love has competition. And if you don't understand that, you'll lose her. Not to another man, but to the endless echo of male attention she can summon with a single post. That's the digital affair, the betrayal without a trace, the slow ghosting of loyalty that turns relationships into illusions. You won't see it coming. You'll only feel it. The quiet distance between her body and her heart. The silence between her laughter and your name. The moment you realize you're no longer the one she wants to impress. And that's when it hits you. The modern world didn't steal her loyalty. It convinced her she didn't owe it to anyone. There comes a point where you stop asking what changed. You already know. It's not another man. It's not a secret affair. It's the world itself. A world that taught her attention is power. A world that rewards disloyalty and punishes contentment. And while you were loving her, the world was teaching her to love herself, and only herself. You can feel it now. The energy shifted. Her loyalty became conditional, tied to emotion, convenience, and dopamine. The same woman who once swore she'd never hurt you now lives by feelings instead of principles. She's not evil. She's just been programmed, conditioned to believe that loyalty is weakness and that having options means freedom. And that's the new battlefield, not between you and another man, but between commitment and culture, between connection and convenience. She's fighting a silent war inside her, between who she was and who the world tells her to be. The tragedy is that she doesn't even see it. She'll call it independence, growth, empowerment. But you can see what it really is, distance disguised as self-discovery. You'll try to talk to her, but she won't listen. You'll try to fix it, but she's already detached. She's not looking for answers. She's chasing feelings. And the moment she stops feeling excitement, she convinces herself that love is dead. That's how loyalty dies now. Not through betrayal, but through boredom. Not through deception, but through emotional decay. She'll tell you she still loves you, but her eyes will say something else. They'll say, "I'm here, but not really." She'll still hold your hand, but her mind will be somewhere else. She'll still post you on her birthday, but that picture isn't for you. It's to remind the world she's still wanted. The performance continues, even when the meaning is gone. And maybe that's what hurts the most. She doesn't leave anymore. She lingers. You live with her ghost, while her body still breathes beside you. You try to bring her back with effort, kindness, patience. But you can't compete with the high of digital validation. You can't outlove the world, because the world never stops giving her what you can't: constant novelty. So what does a man do in a world like this? You stop chasing ghosts. You stop begging for loyalty from people who don't understand what it means. You stop bleeding for someone who's already checked out. You face the truth. Modern love isn't built for unconditional loyalty. It's built for convenience, for dopamine, for now. But here's the thing. That doesn't mean you give up on loyalty. It means you redefine it. You build it for yourself. You stay loyal to your peace, to your growth, to your standards. You stop playing the victim in someone else's fantasy and start becoming the man who doesn't tolerate emotional poverty. Because real strength isn't keeping what's slipping away. It's walking away before you lose yourself trying to hold it. You see, modern betrayal will always exist. There will always be distractions, opportunities, temptations. But the only thing worse than being betrayed is betraying yourself by staying where you're no longer respected. That's the real cage. Not her disloyalty, but your denial. When a woman starts building connections outside of you, it's not your job to control her. It's your job to observe her. Because loyalty doesn't need surveillance. It reveals itself in silence. And betrayal does too. When she stops sharing her world with you, when she stops caring about your peace, when her validation comes from strangers, that's your sign. Don't argue with it. Don't try to fix it. Accept it. Then move on. The men who suffer most aren't the ones who were betrayed. They're the ones who saw the signs and stayed anyway. They kept giving loyalty to someone who was already gone. They kept loving a version of her that no longer existed. And that's the kind of heartbreak that doesn't heal easily, because it's self-inflicted. You can't make someone loyal in a world that profits off temptation. You can't compete with a culture that glorifies selfishness, but you can protect yourself from it. That's your real power. Awareness. Knowing what's real and what's performance. Knowing when to stay and when to let go. The truth is brutal, but freeing. Most modern relationships aren't destroyed by infidelity. They're destroyed by the slow death of focus. Too many connections, too little depth. Too many eyes watching, not enough hearts listening. You don't lose her to another man. You lose her to the endless potential of men, to the possibility that there's always something better, something newer, something easier. And that's why the modern man has to be dangerous. Not violent, but aware. Grounded. Unshakable. Because in a world built to distract her, your only hope is to become the man she can't emotionally replace. Not because you chase her attention, but because you command respect. Respect is the antidote to modern betrayal. Not fear, not control. Respect. When a woman truly respects you, betrayal becomes unthinkable. But when she only loves you, betrayal is inevitable. Love without respect is fantasy. Respect without love is power. The balance is rare, and that's why it's valuable. So stop trying to be the man she adores online. Be the man who doesn't need validation to feel whole. Because here's the reality. Loyalty today isn't about keeping her from leaving. It's about being so complete that if she does, you don't collapse. You don't break. You simply return to yourself, the version of you that existed before her, the version that knew his worth. You'll see other men struggle with this truth. They'll rant about women, complain about dating, swear off relationships altogether. But that's not strength. That's bitterness. Real strength isn't in hating women. It's in understanding them, understanding the culture that shaped them, and deciding to rise above it instead of drown in it. Yes, most women today are conditioned for attention. But the right woman still exists. The one who values peace over praise, connection over clout. You just have to become the kind of man who can recognize her. You'll never attract loyalty if you're addicted to validation yourself. You can't demand depth while living shallow. So what's the lesson? Loyalty begins with you. If you build it, you'll sense when it's missing. If you honor it, you'll know when it's being disrespected. And when you finally stop begging for it, you'll start attracting it. That's the paradox of modern relationships. The moment you stop chasing loyalty, you start embodying it. The world will keep spinning. Social media will keep feeding illusions. People will keep confusing attention with affection. But the few men who understand what's happening, the ones who see through the noise, they'll build something rare, something real, not because it's easy, but because it's sacred. So when you lie next to her and feel that distance, don't panic, don't argue, observe, trust your gut, because that instinct isn't insecurity, it's truth trying to warn you. Modern betrayal may be silent, but it always leaves a signal. And when you see it, don't chase her to fix it. Walk away to protect yourself. In a world where loyalty is rare, your peace is priceless. And when she finally realizes what she lost, when the validation fades and the noise goes quiet, she'll remember the one thing that couldn't be replaced. The man who didn't need to beg for loyalty, because he already owned his own.